An emotional reunion this afternoon inside the Doña Ana County Detention Center between former Las Cruces police officer Brad Lunsford and his wife. Today, he was released from jail as Judge Jim Foy acknowledged critical errors during the trial in which Brad Lunsford was convicted of manslaughter.
I'm going to put the date of release to be right now, 1:45 p.m. today.
It was a packed courthouse and a sea of blue as over 100 people, including Las Cruces Police Chief Jeremy Story, showing up to support the former officer. KFAX 14 was the only camera in the courtroom as Judge Foy acknowledged errors during the trial. Some background here: Lunsford was accused of shooting and killing Presley Ezzy while responding to a call back in 2022.
I don't want you reaching for anything, man. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm not reaching for anything. Okay, step out. I'm not reaching for any turnaround.
Lunsford was called out to a Chevron on Valley Drive where 36-year-old Ezzy was reportedly stealing a beer.
911 emergency, what city?
Yeah, hi, I have a guy that walked out with a beer. He's right here on pump number 1, drinking it in public property.
According to the New Mexico Attorney General's office, a struggle broke out, and Ezzy allegedly grabbed the other officer's taser. Lunsford then shot him at point-blank range. Last month, a jury found him guilty of voluntary manslaughter, and he faces 9 years in prison. But shortly after that conviction, his defense team argued his rights were violated when 2 jurors were switched. Judge Foy admitted today to mishandling those jury assignments.
There was an error committed. I committed an error. It's no other person's error, it's my error. I did not second check the names of the jurors and their status when I received the documents. I simply assumed it was correct. But it's my fault, no one else's.
The prosecution acknowledged the technical error, but argued it wasn't enough to overturn the verdict, claiming jurors were properly vetted and unbiased. The judge ultimately agreed to release Lunsford on a $10,000 cash bond. After the decision, New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres issued a statement saying in part, quote, "The defense team failed to do their job during jury selection and should not be allowed to engage in a partisan witch hunt now that a properly seated jury rejected Lunsford's defense and found him guilty of manslaughter."
One of 2 things is going to happen here. I'm either going to grant a new trial for one of the 3 reasons that you put into your motions, or I'm going to deny it and it's going to get appealed, and I believe that there are very serious appeal issues. Those are the 2 options that I believe are on the table right now. And until they get resolved, I'm not going to keep this man in custody.